Hello, InteleTravel agents! Woohoo! It's Jessica. How's everybody doing? Who's ready for some social media? Woot woot! All right. There we go. There we go. So yeah, it's me, your director of training, Jessica Sittimer. And for those of you who have never met me before, we have fun. Yes, we do. We have fun. So I have a ton packed into this webinar tonight. So let's manage some expectations. This is one of our inspirational, educational, fun webinars just for you. And we thank you, our InteleTravel agents, for taking your time to come and be with us here. Those of you who are here live, and there are a lot of you. We have, oh my goodness, we're already over 600 of you. And wow, I hope we don't hit our max because then people are going to be unhappy. But this is being recorded. It will be in your InteleTutorial library, so you can watch it. So as I was saying, as far as Q&A goes tonight, I have a lot of information. I'm not sure how much time we're going to have left for Q&A. So what I want you to do is hold your questions until the very end. So if you have questions, write them down. And then like this is slide number 1. So the next one will be slide number 2. Now you might not remember the slide number, but write down your question for how to build a strong brand slide. You said this, how do we do that? So this way I will be able to go back to the slide and know what you're referring to. So save those questions to the end, but definitely mark, because otherwise if you're writing questions all along, I'm not going to know which slide you were referring to, and I'm not going to be answering questions as we go along. All right, so boy, this is climbing awfully quickly. I just want to make sure we don't max out here, because if we do, we might have to put something on social media. So speaking of social media, I also don't want anyone to panic if you don't get your question answered tonight, okay? Because as I said, we might, oops, it just searched for a dictionary. I don't know why. So if you don't get your question answered tonight, I have my live Q&A tomorrow. So what I'm going to have you do, and I will show you at the end of this, I'm going to have you go to my Facebook page, Jessica Sittimer, and you will be able to, you'll see the Facebook post that has the picture from this webinar, social media. And if you don't get your question answered tonight, you can put your answer under the comments there, but do check the other people's questions first to make sure it hasn't already been answered or asked, and then I will answer them tomorrow on that webinar. So you can watch this webinar tonight, and then tomorrow, if you haven't gotten your question answered, you can watch that repeat and know that your questions are being answered. You can only see the cover page. So that's right, selling more travel using social media. I haven't started yet, because we are already we're just about 900 people, and I think 1,000 is the max. So I'm just kind of holding off for a minute or two, but don't worry, I'll go over, I'll give you those minutes back. I'm just setting some ground rules for asking questions for people. The volume is really low. Let's see, let me turn up my volume. It's as loud as it can go. So hopefully you can all hear me well. Ding, you can hear my ding really well. All right, so let's see, I guess, oh boy, okay, so volume sounds fine. Okay, great. So again, we are almost at 1,000, so I'm just going to check to make sure if we max out, we might have to put something on the departure lounge to let them know. And so let me just wait until it hits 1,000 because it's moving that fast. But as a repeat to all of you, please save your questions for the end, and please refer to the slide in which you had the question so that I will be able to go back to it and know what you're talking about. I will do my best to answer as many as I possibly can. And if I don't get to yours, then, all right, Rachel loves it. Well, then let's go. Okay, so let's get started here. Selling more travel using social media. What is social media for? All right. I assume most of the 950 of you who are on right now are using social media, but there's probably a small percentage of you who are not using it and wondering why you should be on. And I hope by the end of this presentation, you understand why you should be on and recognize that this is free marketing at its very, very best. But not only is it free marketing, but you are building your brand. That's what I want you to get tonight. So yes, we are selling travel. You see that's there. Yes, we are getting referrals through social media. Yes, we are establishing relationships. But the thing is, with social media, you are really building your brand. You are making yourself stand out as a person that people want to do business to. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. How to build a strong brand. Since that's what's key, let's talk about this. All right, so we want to make sure that you have a good public image. And someone could not join the meeting because it's full. Okay. If any of my ambassadors are on right now who have access to, oh boy, do not show this again, who have access to the departure lounge and can post on it, please post that the webinar is full, but it's being recorded and everyone will get to see it. Okay, I appreciate you for doing that. All right. Rachel's got me. Great. Okay, so here we are. We're looking at your public image. So there's good images on Facebook and there's bad, and I'm sure you've seen them both. All right. A good image is somebody who is projecting an expertise in travel. Maybe they're showing that they're philanthropic. Maybe they're putting uplifting posts. So here we have one of our ambassadors, Fern Sapp, and she says, sitting here reflecting and projecting, I will finish strong. If you agree that your 2017 will end with a bang and your 2018 will be amazing, then declare it with me. I will finish strong. So boy, it just goes to show, if you follow her on Facebook now, she is growing and growing her public image. She is just an inspiration. And then you see one of my posts where I said, thanks to yesterday's Side Biz Payday, I continue with my year of giving and receiving. Thank you for the idea to buy from the Red Cross store to help them and then donate what I bought to another organization. So therefore, and then I actually bought myself a gift from somebody else who has a small business. So what I was doing is I was giving back, being philanthropic, sharing that I make money with a side biz. Like you know, this might be a side biz, it might be your full-time biz. You could just say, thanks to my travel biz payday. Okay, then we have Rachel, another one of our ambassadors, and look what appeared in the mail, the blingy travel genius. So that is showing her expertise. And then we have Kwanya's Travel, how airlines trick you into buying cheap flights. So she is sharing blogs on travel that are helping people to learn that she is an expert because they are going to her site to learn stuff about travel. A bad image, you've seen this. This is when people are attacking others, they're criticizing vendors, like they're doing a Facebook Live and they're, you know, maybe on a familiarization trip and they're going off on the place. And, you know, I mean, that is no bueno. You know, that, believe me, the suppliers, they watch this stuff, especially if their name is mentioned, and, you know, you won't be invited again and you're going to not be looking very good and you're making InteleTravel look bad. But I know that you all on here are not that. You know, people are complaining, always sick, broken, bitter. I've had a lot of clients like that back when I was working in the entertainment industry who would just be sick all the time. And then who wants to hire them? If they're sick, then like you're going to get us all sick. So we don't want to, you know, or you won't be able to lift up the equipment we need. If you're broke, people are probably not hiring you or people aren't using your travel. If you're bitter, You know, people don't want to work with bitter people. There's enough bad stuff going on in the world. We want to focus on the good stuff. So make sure that your image is positive. Listen, I know that, you know, we want to be real and authentic, but there's a way to post when there's something that's bad happening in your life, that is a way to receive support and uplifting from those around you, rather than complaining and being bitter about it, where people are not going to look to you as a professional. So, all right, let's make this move forward. All right, so how do people see you now? As I said, we don't want the pictures of you going into the MRI. We want the pictures of you traveling or in your local area, so that we know that you are traveling and doing things. So for example, how do you want people to see you? So pick 3 key words. Do you want to be inspirational, fun, and creative? Do you want to be world-traveled, fearless, and sophisticated? Do you want to be family-oriented, motivational, and fun? You know, how do you want people to see you? Pick 3 words that really speak to you. And then before you post something, say, is this representing 1, 2, or all 3 of my words? If it has at least 1, you're good. But if it's not representing those, then you're getting off of brand. And keeping on brand is really important. So let's do some case studies here. Let's go back to our friend and ambassador, Fern. All right, so here are some words. I picked more than 3 because I had quite a few that I found in hers. So she's inspirational, she's faithful, she's fun, she's world-traveled, she's a humanitarian, and she's a leader. And you can look at her different posts. You know, she talks about God, that's her faith. She says things that are inspirational. This work in you will keep at it. Like, she has pictures of her traveling. So, and we can see that that's not in the US. So she's world traveled and she's having fun. She's posting things of herself having fun. And then she has, don't let anyone discourage you from your dreams. Stay humble, stay hungry. So again, inspirational. About Sunday, wow, words cannot even begin to describe my gratitude for your love. So she's a humanitarian. She's a leader, again, faithful. And so, like, you can just see all of these different posts, all are within her brand. Okay. So now we have case study number 2. You might recognize this guy. He is the president of our company, James Ferrara. All right, expert branding is industry leader, foodie, word traveler, teacher, sophisticated, and successful. All right, so look at how he is. I mean, the cover page is Paris is always a good idea. So he's got a quote and it's travel related, and his photo is of him on stage speaking. So that brings in, and he's in a nice, you know, different speakers have different looks. He's always in a suit, which gives a sophistication to him. He's showing the different places where he's going. He's showing himself speaking on panels. And of course, he's got his food posts, which people love. And then he's showing himself as an industry leader with other suppliers and like, you know, VIPs executives at the different companies. So this is showing him as successful. He's a world traveler. Look at all the different places he's been. When you go back and watch this on the replay, you can certainly see the different, you can, you know, look on the screen and see all the different, you know, what they wrote. All right, but we're trying to stay on time here tonight. Part 2, which social media platform is best for you? All right, this is a very important question, and you have to determine it, and it has to do with your brand. So first, let's talk about the different social networks and how they work and who they work for. So social networks are Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Google+. Instagram is kind of getting to be on the cusp of that right now, but Social networks are really for socializing, having conversations, sharing more content like blogs and longer posts. Although, as I said, Instagram is starting to kind of come over now, and they are also, you can post more, than like Twitter, which is really quick. But Twitter, you have conversations on. But you really have to decide, because Twitter, you can only have a certain number of characters. Google Plus is not very popular necessarily. It's not one of the most highly publicized, it's not, when you think social media, you don't think Google Plus. However, it's owned by Google. So, some people are on it and they just have automation that, when they post to one, it goes to Google Plus. Like if you use Hootsuite for programming and planning for your social media to go out, you could add your Google Plus. But Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Google Plus are social networks. Whereas media sharing networks are Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. They are known for photos and videos. That's what they're known for. People go there to scroll through and look at videos. YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google. People go to YouTube to search for how-tos, and so if you have videos on travel, you should be sharing them there. Okay, then we have bookmarking networks like Pinterest and Flipboards. This is more where people are bookmarking things. They're putting things on boards to remember. Oh yes, I want to take this vacation. Ooh, that looks good. I want to go there. Ooh, I love that inspirational travel quote. All right. Blogging networks like WordPress and Tumblr. This is for people who want to do a blog. We're not going to spend time on that because blogging is a whole nother subject. Social shopping. This is Etsy and Fancy. This is, again, these are social networks, but not as applicable to travel unless, let's say, you have a travel brand name other than InteleTravel, and you get a marketing review and they give you an okay, and you want to start selling, t-shirts or things with your company name on it. But again, anything that is not InteleTravel created, you must get a marketing review for it. So we're going to focus on the different social media platforms that, in my opinion, are the best ones for travel. And the way I'm going to break them down is basically through fashion. All right, like how you dress will kind of determine how you need to brand yourself on these different social media networks. Okay, so first of all, Facebook. Wear your style. This is where you get to be authentically you. Yes, I woke up like this, so this is what you're getting. So let's look at that a little bit more closely. All right, so Facebook, we have the 80-20 rule. 80% personal branding, 20% business branding. So what that means is for 80% of your posts should be personal posts, things that people want to learn about you, funny things, funny videos. Those are the kind of things that attract people. Funny videos, things that make them laugh, things that teach them things. So 80% of that should be you. 20% is where you're actually talking business, like specifically talking business. Like maybe you have an actual post from a supplier that has a deal that's going on. Now, I am going to show you how lifestyle posting still falls into that 80%. So if you are showing yourself on vacation, even though technically that supports your business, you're not selling to them. So that still falls into the 80% of personal branding. All right, so Facebook Lives. How you do one thing is how you do most things. So you see, there's me on a Facebook Live. I say men only. Of course, women are going to watch too. But that gets people's attention. Notice I have good lighting and I had some makeup on and I have a cute hat and I have nice stuff behind me. Then we have our ambassador, Tisha. She's out on the beach. She's actually on vacation. She's talking to you from the beach. She's got great lighting. She's got beautiful stuff behind her. Then we see Fern, and she's got a beautiful travel vision board behind her. And, you can see her full face and she looks professional. I have seen agents, and if this is you, it's okay, because now you're going to learn from it. I have seen agents doing Facebook Lives where all you can see is from the nose up. So they don't quite know where their camera is. So the way they're talking into their phone for the Facebook Live, it's like you're seeing up their nose and up. I've seen people do travel parties live from their bathroom. Okay, so there's you can see the curtain, you can see the shower stuff behind them. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this girl wants me to book travel with her and she wants me to think she's successful. So why is she in the bathroom? Like, that seems a little strange. So you really want to think about this, because people look at it as how you do one thing is how you do most things. So if you're not fully professional on your Facebook Live or your posts, they're going to think that, and I don't mean professional on your posts like you have to be serious. I just mean you have to be on brand. Okay. I mean, the other day I posted a Facebook Live, asking for help with my iPhone because I accidentally texted something to the wrong person. Now, it wasn't professional, like I was giving training on something, but it was funny. And it had to do with dating. And one of the ways I brand myself is as this romantic comedy girl. So that I'm funny, I'm entertaining, at least I hope I'm funny. And so that was on brand with me. However, I made sure the background was nice. I had a little makeup on, I thought about those things. I didn't just, go into a closet where it's like, what is she doing in a closet? That's really weird. So remember that. Business pages versus personal pages. That's a question I get all the time. Do I need a business page if I already have a personal page? Do I need to keep my business separate on a business page? So my question to you would be, how well known are you? All right, because the way this works is there are algorithms and they're changing all the time. So because this is an evergreen webinar that's going to be up for a while on basically on social media basics, those algorithms can change at any time. So if you are somebody who's well known and has a lot of influence and already have people following a business page, then by all means, keep that business page going. That's great. If you're someone who really, really wants to keep your business separate from your Facebook personal page, you literally only let your friends and family on there, you might be limiting yourself. I mean, the decision is up to you, because here's the thing. I have a business page. And it's because I was forced into having a business page, because as a professional speaker for the entertainment industry for 17 years, I'm very well known in that circle. And because of that, in 2008, I very quickly went from signing up to Facebook to having 5,000 friends. And when I hit that 5,000 friend mark, they forced me to what was then called a fan page. They stopped calling it a fan page. They changed it to a business page. But I was forced to have a fan page because I wasn't allowed to accept friends anymore. So what I had to do is I had to do a Facebook purge and really get rid of all the people who were not my friends and send them over to the business page or fan page, so I could keep adding real friends who I was meeting as life went on through the years. But what I discovered was I wasn't getting as much engagement on the Facebook business page, because Facebook's about making money. And on those business pages, they want you to buy ads. They want you to boost posts. So if you boost a post, well, then, more people will see it. Whereas if I just post on my personal page where I have those 5,000 friends, and I keep it public, then they're going to see, more people have a chance of seeing me. And there's little, things that you can do to play around with the algorithm. So, like you can, as of today, this could change any time, but if you were to post literally write comments, like pick 20 people, write comments. Don't just hit a like or a love or a happy space or whatever. Actually make a comment on something. Do that for 20 people, wait 20 minutes, and then put a post up that's a business post on your page. And those 20 people, you'll show up in their feed. So they'll see that business post. All right, so that's just a quick little tidbit for you. That's what's good as of today, January 24th, 2019, and hopefully it sticks around. But let's do some case studies. All right, so here we have our beautiful ambassador. And by the way, all of our ambassadors are beautiful. So if you're one of those ambassadors that are like, why didn't you say I was beautiful when she was on my picture? You're all beautiful. I love you all. Okay. I had some chocolate covered blueberries before this, I admit it. So when I have my chocolate, I get a little cray. All right, 80-20 rule. Let's look at Carla Vault Scott's personal branding and her business branding. So right in the top there, gorgeous, Freedom Friday. That is personal branding. It is saying, I am successful. Look at me. I've got, hot glasses on. I am looking like I am a boss babe, okay? But nowhere in there does it say anything about business. But to me, this looks like a successful businesswoman. That's personal branding. Then she has Costa Rica specialist, the trip that she went on. And that is talking about travel, but notice she's not selling anything. She's sharing pictures and that she goes to these places so that she can find it so that they can show up there. So even though it's technically travel, it's still personal branding because it is her lifestyle. It's personal. Then she's sharing her fashion gallery, the Museum of the Bible. So she, shares her personal life, what we're doing. All right. And then she shares a motivational quote. Then church flow, embracing the natural gray hair highlights. All right. So there she is, sharing her life and what she does. And people who go to church, they're going to relate to her and say, wow, she's just like me. I can trust her. I want to do travel with her. And then she she marketed her travel biz here, but not like in your face. It was subtle. It said, currently pretending I'm at the beach, which is a very cute quote, which would get lots of people to like it. People might even share it. And then here, out of all those, comes the one where she's going to sell. She's got Girls Trip up there on the cover of Essence Magazine. Call up your BFFs, sorority sisters, girlfriends, family, and travel group, and let's plan the 2017-18 Girls Trip. Specialize in planning unforgettable group getaways. And she gives her website. So there we have an actual business branding. Okay, she is selling something in that one. But again, it doesn't look like a cheap ad infomercial. Like she went about it in a great way that's within her brand, which is stylish and, upscale. That's how I feel when I look at her stuff. She's very upscale and stylish. She makes me want to travel, luxury. She wants me, it might not be in my pocketbook, but I want to have her find a way to put me on a payment plan so I can travel luxury. That's what I feel when I look at her brand. All right, now let's go to case study number 2, where we've got a personal page as well as a business page. Okay, so this is business page versus personal page. This is Rachel, and this is her personal page. So no cheating. Please brighten my comments with picture number 5 on your camera roll. No matter what it is, have fun and play along, then copy and paste using the number that I give you. So that was fun. Then she says, when you wake up because you can't seem to move and find, and then there's a cat on her, okay? Well, why just fit in when you were born to stand out? So check out my holiday gift from one of my vendors. They know me so well. So this is saying, wow, vendors send her gifts. So some people might not know what a vendor is, but, some might. So it's not hard selling. Below that, now this is a flight I would gladly take. How about you? But notice she shared it. She shared it from her business page, which is Redbox Travel. So if you do have a business page, you do want to share it to your personal page, some of those things, okay? Then she gives a quote. Then she's showing that, she's a mama. She's sharing her life. Then she's sharing, if you got to eat a frozen meal, it may as well be one that's healthy. So you're seeing, so this is really very personal. There's really no business going on here except what she's sharing from her business page. And, she's one of our, ambassadors. So she's obviously doing well in travel. So this is working well for her. So let's look at why it's working well for her. Let's look at how she's doing her business page. She's actually keeping with the 80-20 rule on her business page. She's doing a lot of lifestyle posting, which would make me want to visit her page. Because here's the thing. There's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of social media going on, and people are, watching a lot of things, and to go to somebody's business page, because business pages don't show up in your news feed. So to actually take the time to go there, it's got to have things that you want to read. So she shares recipes from the vendors. She shares blogs. She's sharing when they do good things, like support small business, visit a local street fair. She's sharing things about the culture. She's sharing celebrities that are doing things on, did you know that you can take a voyage with Dr. Andrew Weil, spend each day with a team of experts in integrative medicine. And then she says, do you purchase souvenirs when you travel? Tell us what kind. So she's like getting people engaged. But then right there in the middle, she's got an actual deal, kids sale free. So you see, she's really mixing it up, and she's really making it about establishing herself as an expert. All right, moving along. Yes, we are. We are moving along. Here's a case study. How do I get people to follow my business page? Okay, so Tisha, she's got her friends and family and people on her business page. We've got a nice cover photo there, patience, hustle, focus. And we've got a picture of her with all of her friends as her Facebook picture. And she's got her intro there. She's a travel guru, foodie, wine lover, freedom giver, team builder, movie lover. Welcome, care to join me? She's a certified travel ambassador. Tells you all the different things that she does. Okay, but she also has a page that is specifically for her business. So how do you get people over to your business page if you want them there? So one of the things you can do is start having contests on your travel page. So you can do something like, what's on your bucket list for travel? Greece is on mine. What's on yours? Put it in the comments below to be entered for a 3-day, 2-night getaway. Then you take a screenshot of that, and you put it on your personal page, and you say, hey, I'm doing a giveaway on my business page. Go over there and like it and enter to win. So you can do that. You can also do teasers of travel tips. Okay, so you can have like top 10 ways to protect your belongings when you travel. Give them one good tip on your personal page, and then tell them to like and go over to your travel page to find out the other 10. You can share blogs. Again, give the title of the blog to get people's interest on your personal page, and then go over to my travel page. Special deals. Hey, I got a hot deal for Disney. If you want to see what it is, go over to my business page. So contests, teasers on personal page, feature your travel dreamer of the month, which is, people love their 15 minutes of fame. If you have somebody who travels with you, like ask them to send you a picture from their vacation, and you're going to feature something about them. Maybe they have a business themselves that they want marketed. And then you can say, this is my client so-and-so. She's an accountant. So if you're looking for someone great during, and you feature them. All right. So and then you can share that picture over to so the way that Rachel shared it from her one, then Tisha would share it from Platinum Travels. And then, you would say, hey, if you want to be featured on my travel page, you got to be over there to be featured. You got to be one of my, you got to be on my business page. So that will get people over there. All right. And so here is a case study of tying it all together on Facebook. And this is our amazing Quanya Martin. She's got blogs, she's got quotes, she's got expert tips, she's got sales offers, she's got great images, and she's got family. So she's really putting a little piece of everything on there. And that's really a well-rounded, you see that she's got her a ship on her as her main page, and then she's got her picture up there. She has a different one now, which you'll see in a few minutes in a later slide. But you can come back to this one and kind of read through and see how she did that. All right, so Twitter, if you're wearing flip-flops. Okay, you're wearing flip-flops. That's what Twitter's all about. So this is a really casual. All right, so maybe not necessarily the best for travel, but you know what? You can find a way to tie in what you're posting on Facebook and have it sent over to Twitter. So basically, you can use like quotes that are aligned with your brand messaging, expert facts, offers, specials, and sales, and personal branding like lifestyle tweets. So if we look at Rachel's over here, we have November is the perfect time to visit Venice, Italy. The crowds have gone, making it easier for you to see. And then you've got to click on it to see what they're seeing there. One of our favorite finds, so versatile. When in Santorini, you must stop by. So you can see this is all about travel. Give the gift of smiles with family this holiday. Take a trip. A little something for your Sunday sweet tooth from Celebrity Chef B. Thanks for sharing Uniworld. So, this is very specific to travel. This is her travel site. So that is Twitter for you. Not too many examples there because I personally don't think it's the best resource for keeping up with your business. But here we go. LinkedIn. This is where you would be wearing business attire. So this is very business oriented, and therefore the types of things that you would be sharing on LinkedIn are blogs. So maybe it's your own, like Jessica Sittimer, I travel with my own pillow and yoga mat. So 6 ways to make your hotel room feel more comfy. Industry information, offers, sales, testimonials, supplier information. So on LinkedIn, if you're having a Cyber Monday celebration, post that on LinkedIn. We have Tisha over here with Have You Seen the New Face of an All-Time Favorite? We're talking about Excellence Punta Cana. They reopened in November, so she's sharing news about suppliers. So this is more business-like. It's not, when you think about your branding on here, your words might change a little bit. So where you might have had fun and creative, here it might be more like expert, serious, like your words might change. All right. So next we have YouTube, wear your brand. All right. You got to be wearing your brand because this is where people are going to see you. This is video. So if you go to my channel, Jessica Sittimer, or the Green Light Coach, it's the same one, you will see that I have done videos. These are professionally done videos where, I'm a motivational coach. I'm a business coach. So I'm teaching people about business. You can do the same things with travel. You can be giving them travel tips. You can, and if you're wondering, well, how do I figure out what these travel tips are? Go to your InteleTravel blog, InteleTravel.com, scroll down to the blog, and those blogs are for you to use. You can use them word for word if you want, all right? So, and you can share the tips on there and make videos, but make sure that they are in line with your brand. So, being an entertainment industry professional, when I was doing these, I wanted to look, makeup ready, hair and makeup, nice clothing. Like I wanted to look like red carpet ready in a sense, all right? And I make them entertaining and fun and silly. That's still in alignment with me while giving strong material. Now, you can also look at how the industries do it. So you can have your own channel where you're actually sharing. You can also have your own channel where you're sharing industry information, suppliers information, InteleTravel. So we've got monograms that has, in my opinion, one of the best videos to show people why they need to work with a travel agent. So everybody should be sharing this monograms video on their YouTube channel. Then we've got some InteleTravel videos, and if they work for you, then you can share those on your page. We have Royal Caribbean. We have My Time on GoGo. So like these are all different videos that will make people want to travel, because you can write comments on it to say, if this doesn't make you want to go on Harmony of the Seas, I don't know what will. And again, you would write contact me, and you can even have your website on there. All right. Instagram, wear your camera bag, because this is all about image, all right? Images. And it's growing. When I do InteleQuest this year, I'm going to be doing, like, this is more of a basic class, basic training, and I'm going to be up-leveling it. So we're going to get into the nitty-gritty and details about, Instagram stories and Facebook stories and video, using video and all of that. But for now, let's just look at the Instagram rules, which again fall into the 80-20 rule. 80% personal branding, 20% business branding. So if you look at my site, for example, I have branded, like if you see this, we rise by helping others, I have branded my quotes. And I made that myself. I designed it on canva.com, which I will show you in a few minutes. But it's free. And I've got, beautiful images. Here's my office today. And the picture was, my laptop with, the beanbag chair. I always post my dog. Now I post, parts of my nephew, because I'm not allowed to post his face. But it's kind of become like a funny thing. Like people are seeing all these different parts of my nephew, but they haven't seen him yet. I post family, I post my green drinks that sometimes aren't green. And when I travel, there's me on, I believe that was the Norwegian cruise. And I put together a collage of that. And then there's me doing Travel Increases Your Imagination. So I put a quote with me actually on a cruise ship. And then I do a lot of collage. I used to do a lot of collaging. I'm not doing as much now. But I have been doing, I save the collages mostly for Facebook, and this way on Instagram, once in a while, I'll do a collage now. But, there's very little business on here. In fact, the one thing that actually was business was that Instagram, and that Instagram Live, which is me with the Santa hat on it. And that was only 60 seconds. Like you only have 60 seconds to do an Instagram Live. So it's really like doing a commercial. In fact, I may have heard that it's down to 30 now, but hopefully it's still 60. Again, business account versus personal. Well, do you have a Facebook business page? Are you striving for 10,000 followers? Like, are you looking, it is challenging to get 10,000 followers, because really to have a business page, you're looking at the long term. You want people to be able to swipe up to get to things. There are perks that come with 10,000 followers, but you want them to be authentic followers that are following you because they want to, not paid followers. All right, what is a hashtag? So do you need hashtags? Well, that's how people find you. And at the time, Hootsuite said posts with at least one hashtag average 12.6% more engagement. Instagram has over 800 million monthly active users, and it is growing. So hashtags are words or multi-word phrases preceded by the symbol, such as Throwback Thursday or hashtag travel agent. And when people are searching for that, they use it to search, and then they find you. All right. Snapchat only has 178 million compared to Instagram's 800. And you also want to look at who the market is. Snapchat is much younger. They may not be even old enough to purchase anything. Instagram is pretty much 18 to their 20s. A lot of people in that age group are not even on Facebook. So if you're trying to reach them, then you definitely need both. Gen X is more Facebook, but they're, if they really want to do business, they got to do both. People like scrolling through Instagram because it's images. 500 million and growing active daily users after adding stories. So stories has really grown Instagram. All right, and people under 25 spend a lot of time per day on Instagram. All right, so here's how you use some hashtags. And this, again, is as of 1/24/2019. I have been working with my coaches and my experts on this, and this is a question that's always asked. How many hashtags? Does it matter if it's in the post or can it be in a comment under the post? And we have some really big social media influencers, and they really are 50-50. Some say that it needs to be in the actual post, and the others say they do not see a difference in engagement when it's in the comments. Personally, for me, aesthetically, especially since I share my Instagram posts to Facebook, my Facebook business page, because as I said, I do all my work on my personal page. So I send my Instagram stuff to my Facebook business page just to keep daily posts on there. And I do get engagement from them. So, I mean, I do engage some of the people there on my Facebook group, Facebook business page. And then I also send it to Twitter. As I was saying before, I don't spend a lot of time on Twitter. I just don't. But I still send things there for those, if I get a message that I have a DM, I can go over there and see what it is. You can use up to 30 hashtags, and you decide, and I would change them up. I found if you use the same ones over and over, you start getting less engagement. So you can change them up, but you can make a list of 30 and then post it in the comment section. Because I just think it's aesthetically better to look at, especially, as I said, I'm sending it to other things. Those webs, like Facebook doesn't need to have 30 hashtags in it. They know it's coming from Instagram then. So I always put that as my first comment, but I make sure that I've copied and pasted it from I have notes section in my iPhone that has all of the different lists of hashtags, and I will copy and paste. And then before I hit send, I make sure it's pasted and copied, and then I hit send, and I immediately hit my comment, and I paste my 30 up to 30. I don't always do 30, but they really should be relevant. Okay. Case study. Our lovely and wonderful and sweet and highly energetic Rachel Russell, 80-20 rule. So look at her. Look how she's doing this, okay? We've got, first name always, last name hungry. So she's got pictures of margaritas and food, but look how pretty it is. Like, it's very aesthetically pleasing. That is something that people would want to see. It looks like it was done on an iPhone using the portrait, because the back is a little bit blurred, but it's really sharp on the margarita and the chips. Then we have her passion, her heart. She's sharing what she's passionate about, what she loves. She's, put herself at the picture of her husband and, a vision of the house that she wants. So she's, doing a little vision board there. Then look, she has motivational, and again, she created this. She put those words over an image of herself, which is a beautiful image. All right, it's not like her just rolling out of bed. It's a beautiful image that people would be willing to share. Like, I would share that, like, even though it's not me. Rule number 1, believe in yourself. And then I took a snapshot there. So she wrote, speak what you seek until you see what you've said. In 5 years, so much can happen. My vision of where I will be because of my passion, determination, goals, and ambition is here. So it showed, so that's what that vision board was. All right, and it shows you some of the hashtags that she uses in the middle there. And then I took a picture of what her 9 were right there. And it shows, what it's like to have all those kids. You can see all the backpacks, shows some food. It shows something going on her computer. Again, shows her mom. She's the travel boss mom. So there you go. Then it shows some fancy shoes. I'm assuming those are her legs. I don't know, maybe they're not, but I'm assuming they are, and they look pretty stylish. Shows a great picture. It, again, could be her, since she has cut her hair, but it could be her. So, this is making, this all looks very in line with her brand. All right, so now let's get to the next topic. Travel posts to fit your style. And I know we're going to go over tonight, y'all. So just be prepared that we are going over. All right. Okie dokie. So travel posts to fit your style. Let's get in there. All right, more ideas for travel posts. So share blogs. We have 2 blogs that you can share for sure. I mean, you can find plenty other ones, but cntraveler.com, that's condenasttraveler.com. They have tons of blogs. In fact, I am on their mailing list, and 3 times a day I get an email from them that lists about 10 different ones I can click on and share. Then there's InteleTravel blogs. You can share it straight from there, like, here's how you protect your stuff while traveling. Now, if you were on my site recently, and if you were on one of my Friday webinars, I have taught you how you can actually use the InteleTravel blogs to make them your own. So the other day there was, you can scroll and look for it to find it, or you can just go to my website, jessicacinnammer.com, and look under my blogs, and you'll find it there. But we had a blog that said, okay, can you hear me now? I just called in. Let's see, hold on, let me scroll down to the bottom. Yes, you can hear me now. Fantastic. Okay, there's always a backup plan, y'all. All right, so I don't know when I lost you, so let me just go right back here to the InteleTravel blog. So I posted a picture of Winston and myself with our masks on, and we used to write "just married" on them because otherwise people would give us the stink eye when we came on, and really, we just didn't want to get their germs, but they're thinking that we were coming on with all these sick germs. So instead we wrote "just married," and then, people would
say, oh, you're going on your honeymoon, and they would send us free drinks, and they would upgrade us, with our seats, and it was fantastic. So, so that was really fun. And so I used that particular blog word for word. I added a little bit of my style, but word for word, and then I posted my own picture. So here's one down below where it says, I fall asleep before takeoff, so that's how I survived. And this is me sharing it straight from blog.inteletravel.com, how to survive a long flight. But if you were to go to my blog, again, jessicacinema.com's blog, you would see that I have used this word for word, but instead of using that sleeping girl, there's a picture of me on a plane holding a steak by the bone and biting into it. And I survived by eating food. Okay, so again, that's my brand. I'm the romantic comedy girl. I'm silly. I'm funny. So that's what blog? Well, the InteleTravel blog is what I'm talking about here. You can share this InteleTravel blog, but I personally am a blogger. I am a blogger. So the slide doesn't match. Well, I'm not showing a blog. I'm talking about the different blogs that are on here right now. So the slide should be matched. So Condé Nast Traveler has the Sir Richard Branson on creating a cruise line. The 20 best ski resorts in the U.S. and Canada I shared from Condé Nast Traveler. Okay, you can also share. Supplier deals from the ITA hot deals and from supplier Facebook pages and from supplier private pages. So here's an example of a hot deal. I know a lot of you love Royal. Check this out. So they have a dashing deal sale, but you've got to make sure that when you're sharing this, that there's no links in it for them to purchase there. Like they have to come back to you, the travel agent. So for example, who's a Carnival cruise fan? Check this out. And then I gave all of the information, but if you clicked on see more, you would see that I did not attach Carnival's information. Instead, I just wrote contact me for details. And then up here we have these celebrity chefs on celebrity cruises. So that's something that might, grab people's attention. All right, so let's keep on moving. More ideas for a travel post. All right, so we want you to share your travel. All right, share your travel. So here is Viking Sky private dining room, gym, spa, theater. So I'm showing that I'm on the Viking Sky. Again, that's a lifestyle post, even though it is about travel. Here I am with my brand. To my future husband, you live somewhere warm. This shows me traveling in Boston, and I'm cold. Again, it is a travel post, but it's lifestyle, and it's within my brand because I'm being, romantic comedy girl. All right, share why you care. There is no bigger rush than helping others succeed. Create branded quotes for yourself, all right, that you have said. How many of you help people in your business? Comment yes and tag someone you appreciate for the help they've given you. So that's just a nice one to get engagement going, because that's your whole goal, is to get engagement. Because if you get a lot of engagement on something, you want to post a business post after that, because all the people that engaged on that post will then see your business post. All right, here's one where I posted like a big vision for myself in the future. And what was funny is that I made this 2 years ago, and it was a huge stadium, and then I put myself up on the big screen, and it was like a big convention that somebody was speaking at, but I made it me speaking there. And I said, since I was a little girl, my plan for the future was to change the world. When asked what I meant, I would shrug. I didn't know what that meant, but from somewhere the seed had been planted that I would do it. Through the years, I've changed thousands of lives, but the world, I'm not quite there yet. My legacy will be one of kindness and inclusion for all people. How will I get there? Eventually, I'll be speaking to stadiums filled with people also on a mission to change the world. Will you be there? And if so, what will be your mission of change? And what's great was that I found myself on a big stage in front of thousands of people at InteleQuest with my big picture up there. So it's almost like I'm on that first stage to that long-term vision, which is really, really cool. Okay, then I want you to tie in the media, all right? Tie in the media, get people excited. Like I showed you that girls trip one before. Well, here's one. I need to get on Princess Cruises. Everyone tells me I should be on The Voice. Okay, no one tells me I should be on The Voice, but it would be fun on a cruise. And then they get to see, funny personality, but not such a great voice. But hey, the voice of the sea on the ocean is there. I'm curious about that. All right, then I post watching Chicago Med and thinking about all the cool places and restaurants there. Who wants to travel to Chicago? Everyone who says me, well, now I can look at ways to, have them go to Chicago. Then I've got one that says, what movies make you want to travel? And then there's actually a blog there. Oops, I just went backwards. There's a blog there that shows, movies that make you want to travel every time you watch them. So when they put in what movies make them want to travel, then you're going to know where they want to travel to because they've just told you what movie. So if they say that Black Panther makes them want to travel, they obviously want to go to Africa. If they say Crazy Rich Asians makes me want to travel, they must want to go to Asia or Singapore specifically. If they say Under the Tuscan Sun makes me want to travel, then you know they want to go to Italy. So do things like that. All right. More ideas. Yes, there's more. Okay. So now we're going to get contests going. Here's a picture of Greece that I put up there. I've never been to Greece. It's on my bucket list. What destination is on yours? Add it in the comments below to be put in a drawing for a 3-day, 2-night getaway on me. Look at that. I got 67 people at the time I took this picture. 67 comments told me where they want to go. These are not just leads, y'all. These are hot leads. Say it with me. In your home or wherever you are, in your car. Hot leads. Okay. Because what this is if you do a giveaway and you just say, who wants to travel? And they say, me. Well, you don't know where they want to go and you've just wasted the getaway. All right? So get hot leads. Then how do you choose your winner out of those 67 people? Well, you look for the person who has the most friends that you don't know, because what you're going to do is you're going to post a picture of the getaway. You're going to post, and by the way, that's in your back office under marketing tools, under travel incentives. Okay, that's just a little bonus for you. You can go back and look up what that means. Okay, but we're not talking about incentives tonight. And then you have a picture of the contest that you did. And then what you're going to do is you're going to say, I had posted a little contest for a 3-day, 2-night getaway, and the winner is Jenny, and I tag her. Congratulations, have fun. Life is better when you #travel. So now all of Jenny's friends are seeing, who is this Jessica that is posting contests to get a getaway? I want to go be friends with her. Okay, Facebook Live travel parties. Here we go. I did 2 of these. I did travel parties, all right? And what I had was 411 views for my Facebook Live, all right? 411. Can I fit that many people into that living room back there? No, I cannot. So last night, I actually hosted a party live, and I had some people live, and then I've had almost 300 people watching on Facebook Live. I couldn't fit that many people in the room, so I do it simultaneously when I have my live event. You can put a link on it. So if you say, go to my travel page and register with your address and email to be put into a drawing for a 3-day, 2-night getaway while you're doing your live. So you put the link in there, because this way you're going to get your 50 names that you can put into Ensemble. Now groups tie in the media. So again, how can you tie in groups, getting groups? So this is the great example with the girls trip, all right? So think of ways that you can do ideas for groups. The Hangover, guys who want to do a group trip to to Las Vegas. I should know, I live there. All right. Part 3, how can I look professional? Yeah, we're going over, y'all. So if you have to sign off, I understand, and you can watch the replay when it comes up. How can I look professional? Well, you can do some mini blogs. So here is a photo I did, and what I do is a mini blog. My latest post, the holiday, how to brand yourself this holiday. And I give them a little taste of the blog. And then I say, to read more, go to jessicasidmer.com blog. All right, so that makes me look very professional because I'm blogging about my expertise, and you want to be doing that too. All right, how else can you look professional? PicMonkey.com. You can edit pictures and write on them and do some fun things, touch-ups, designs, collages, and it's free. So check them out. Canva, this is where I was talking about when I do my branded images. You know, if you follow me on Instagram, you will definitely see my branded quotes. Now my quotes have even changed to a different image where I'm in them, but looking kind of like a painting. And I'm only using quotes from my books or from my blog. So that's another way that you can brand yourself and you can also use this for social media headings, like to make sure that your Facebook page and your header for your Twitter and your header for your Instagram all fit in the right size. All right, how else can you look professional? PicStitch, these are apps for you, okay? PicStitch is great for collages. Again, it's a free app. WordSwag, you can write text over your pictures. Stitch, you can do markups and do arrows and things like that. SquareFit is for photo and video editing, and you can write words over them. All right. Let's see what's next. Be compliant. Okay, so now we're getting into the serious stuff, all right? It's really important. Now, I have a challenge for you guys at the end, and there will be a prize. So, if you do stick around, you're going to definitely be excited about this challenge. Okay. So, compliance rule number 1, never mix the business. That's the golden rule. Here are some examples. You cannot have multiple businesses on one post. So I just showed you how to do PicStitch. So this first picture is a PicStitch. It's a collage of me with 4 different businesses. I say, love that I can sell my magic hair grow pills while working my InteleTravel business at the best place on the planet while selling my Fountain of Youth water. Contact me for info on all. That's a big no-no. I have just mixed 4 businesses in one post. What I can do instead is I can post each one individually, still on the same page. That's fine. That's compliant. Just can't be the same post. So it can say, love being a rep for a company that changes lives, including mine. This is the best place on the planet. All right. So that's a separate one from Fountain of Youth water. Tastes like regular water, but I feel 10 years younger. Want to try? Comment yes. That's fake, by the way. I don't have Fountain of Youth water. All right, hair grow pills. Made my hair grow in 2 short weeks. Want to try? PM me. Look, I look like I have no hair there, and now I have long hair. But again, fake. Don't have hair grow pills. So sorry for all you people who are bald and men and don't want to be. I cannot help you. But you can go to the hair club for men. All right, anyway, I digress. It's the chocolate-covered blueberry. Sorry, guys. All right, I'm on vacation at the lake house, but that doesn't stop me from working my InteleTravel biz. So many of you want me to make your travel dreams come true. So my computer is on. Yes, these are all compliant. No mixing brands in the post. So here's a fun one that Rachel and I did together. There we were. We took a picture together. She was wearing one company's logo. I was wearing another company's logo. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, we can't post that. And I covered her up. No mixing brands in the same post. All right, compliance rule number 2, use the right language. So I told you you'd see another picture of Kwanya. So there she is, where she's talking about in her intro, she is a 2-star director at Planet Marketing. She could also, underneath that, have owner, travel advisor, or InteleTravel. It just can't be in the same line. It can't say it on the same line, but they could be separate lines. And then we see Belinda over here, Miss Sparkle, and she just has travel advisor at Little's Travel because she has a branded name for her travel company. So she's not using InteleTravel, but she could. And then she also has travel advisor certified as an accredited cruise counselor at CLIA. So see, those are on separate lines. So those are okay. So you want to use the right language. You are an InteleTravel agent. Travel agent, or you are an independent travel agent with InteleTravel. So you are not an InteleTravel representative. You are not InteleTravel marketing. You are not InteleTravel consultant. So none of those words. So you want to be making sure you're using the right language. All right. Rule number 3, use the right selling points. Okay, we're going to have some fun right now at, our expense, but so that you don't make these mistakes. So here we've got James. You got to sell the right points. We don't sell perks. We don't sell that kind of stuff. But yet here he is with, all I get is perks, perks, perks all day long. Travel for less, be a travel agent. He says, I travel the world getting paid, eating free food, and being treated like a hashtag king. Hashtag travel agent perks. No, James, no, don't do it. It's non-compliant. Now look at me. I'm on a boat. I got my flippy floppy. Instead of writing, I'm on a boat. I'm getting paid to travel. What are you doing? Work? It's not work when you're getting paid to travel. Get all the perks that come with being a travel agent. Ask me how. Well, I don't know about you all, but no one has ever paid me to be a travel agent. I'm not getting paid to travel, okay? I might get some discounts, but I'm not going to advertise those because those are perks. But no one has ever paid me to travel, all right? That's not what being a travel agent is. Travel agents get paid commission for selling travel. But look at Tara. She is our compliance police officer, so she's doing it right. She says, I feel so empowered being an entrepreneur. This travel life is for me. And she wrote, I love making travel dreams come true and earning an income doing it. Hashtag travel agent life. All right, that is okay. What else do we have? Oh, boy, industry privileges rules. No talking about privileges and perks from the industry. So there's James again. He's got a snake around his neck, and he says, I'm on a fam trip to Marrakesh, and I only paid $119 for the week. Want to travel for less? Hashtag get paid to travel. Hashtag wholesale travel. Ask me how. There's no such thing as wholesale travel. James, don't ever post about fam trips or cheap, how much they cost you, or getting paid to travel or wholesale. No, no, no. And there's Dana, our vice president of operations. She said, I got this safari trip wholesale. Who wants to be a travel agent? And then she wrote, I'm so glad I became a travel agent so I can get agent rates and hook up my whole family. Ask me how and I'll show you. Whoa, if a supplier sees that she's hooking up her family with travel agent rates, oh, is there going to be trouble? All right. So we do not do that. Instead, we go to Tara, who's doing it right. And what does she say? She says, traveling the world with my fellow agents so we can find the best locations to send you. In Jamaica, she's actually there on a fam trip. Does she say fam trip? No. Does she say that, she traveled there, for less? No. She's simply saying that she's traveling the world so she can find the best stuff for you. And she's traveling with other agents, which means it's fun and you can make some assumptions, all right? Sound is very low. I'm very sorry about that. I'm doing my best. We are having sound issues, but hopefully you can hear me. Oh, boy. No, no, no. Here we go. We're getting close to tax season, right? No posting about taxes. You must be a licensed tax accountant, or I don't know what they even call it. You must, if you're going to talk about taxes, you literally, must be, what did I just do? You must be a certified tax, and even then, don't tie it in with your business here, okay? So look at what Dana's doing. Want to write off your house, car, meals, and more? Become an InteleTravel agent like me. Ask me how to save money on your taxes. No, no, no. No posting small business tax write-off. No, no. Okay, compliance rule number 4. Don't alter the logo or any other trademarks. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so you may not alter or change the official logos provided in the back office. You must use them in their entirety. You must identify yourself clearly as an independent travel agent so there's no confusion with the corporation that is InteleTravel. So you see on this Facebook picture. You've got this gorgeous view of a resort, but then you kind of cut off the logo, so like you're hinting to InteleTravel, but you've cut it off. Cannot cut it off. You must show the whole thing in entirety. All right, now if you are thinking about doing something and you're not sure if it's compliant, submit it to customer service at InteleTravel.com and they will let you know. All right, but here's one more thing I just want to add here. The same thing goes when you are using supplier stuff. If you cannot change or alter a supplier post, you can't write over it, you cannot mess with the mouse. Disney has an entire compliance department that is searching Facebook and Instagram looking for people who are messing with the mouse so they can call up InteleTravel and say, we're going to not let you guys book with us anymore. So be on the lookout. And if you see something, say something. We will not report who's told us, but make sure nobody is messing with the mouse. Now, that said, you can go to Disney and take pictures of yourself with Mickey Mouse. And then you can, post that because that's a personal picture. But you cannot take a picture with Mickey that Disney put in and then superimpose yourself up there and be like, hey, I'm a Disney specialist. Can't do that. All right. Compliance rule number 5. We're almost done, y'all. Don't use the trademark name. So as I was saying, we are a corporation in InteleTravel. So you may not use the InteleTravel name in an email, social media name, or website URL. So here's the one place where Tara made a boo-boo. She did www.tarainteletravelbusiness.com. She can't do that. No, she can only use her InteleTravel website, which we gave her. Now, she can have tarastravels.com that has a link to her InteleTravel business website. That's okay. All right. So, and if you have questions about how to do that, again, you can go to jessicasittimer.com and scroll down and you'll see I did not mix any brands on there. All I wrote was travel. There's a picture of travel. There's a picture of another business I do. There's a picture of my books, but I'm not mixing the brand because I did not use InteleTravel's name. In fact, I didn't even say it was a business. All I said was travel. But if you click on it, it will take you to my Greenlight Travel site, which is my InteleTravel business site. Then we've got James over here, and he's got a Yahoo account that says James InteleTravel Company at yahoo.com. Not allowed to do that. Nope. And then look at these people who have Facebook groups or Facebook pages, business pages, where they have the word InteleTravel in it. So every once in a while, the only company that's allowed to use InteleTravel's name is InteleTravel. So we have the InteleTravel Departure Lounge. We have the InteleTravel Ambassador page. We have the InteleTravel UK page. We have an InteleTravel with Norwegian page. We have an InteleTravel with Carnival page. I don't even know if InteleTravel's name is in those. They might just be under Carnival and Norwegian. But these, every once in a while, our compliance department will put in InteleTravel and see all these things come up, and they will write to those people and say, you must take this page down or change the name. All right, so InteleTravel Agent 5-day challenge. I've got a 5-day challenge for you, but I know some of you are going to be watching this on the repeat. So I am giving you until January 31st. But you must have done 5 days in a row to do this challenge in order to be eligible to win a bag of InteleTravel and our supplier swag bag, okay? So here's how it works. All right, you are going to day 1, you're going to do a picture that represents why you love being a travel agent. So it could be a picture of you traveling. It could be a picture of your clients who are really happy. It could be a picture of somebody's smiling face. It could be a picture of a location. And then you can say something that this is why I love being a travel, and tell them why you love being a travel agent. And you talk a little bit about yourself. Give them some understanding of why you love being a travel agent. Day 2, you're going to take a picture that represents what's in it for your client. So maybe you have a picture of somebody pulling out their hair, all right? And then you can say, this person must have booked their own travel on a website. No, websites only give you price. I give you advice. You would never pull your hair out if you were working with me because, and then give us a list of why they would never do this. Now you can do this on both Facebook, but it's best to do it on Instagram. But either way, I want you to follow me on Instagram if you're doing it there and tag me at Jessica Sittimer and then hashtag InteleTravel Agent 5-Day Challenge. This way I know you're doing it. So if I know you're doing it, then I can see that you've done the 5 days. You'll be entered to win in the challenge. Then day 4, I want a picture that represents your favorite destination. Why? What's there? Talk about it. Make people drool from this picture. Get them excited. All right? It might even be a quick video clip. You know, maybe you do that. And then day 5 can be a pic that represents life-changing travel, a moment when you knew, when travel changed your life or the life of someone you know. So I might post a picture of myself in a helicopter in Hawaii and tell a story of how that moment changed my life and why I became a travel agent because of that moment. So that is the Travel Agents 5-Day Challenge. It's the InteleTravel Agents 5-Day Challenge. So I want you to put that in there, all right? The whole hashtag, InteleTravel Agents 5-Day Challenge. It should be all one word in a hashtag, all right? You're going to follow me, and you're going to tag me at Jessica Sittimer so I can see that you're doing it. I'm going to give your pictures some love because the more love they get, the more people are going to see it. And depending on, there's 1,000 of you on this call, and there are more that will watch this, so I might not be able to get to everybody, and I might not be able to comment on everybody, but for the next, 10 days or so, however many days are left, by the 31st, I will be watching. And then on February 1st, I will announce who the winner of the swag bag is. All right. So let's see. That is our webinar for tonight on social media. We are already 21 days over. What's in it for your clients is what WIFC means. So I am going to tell you once again, let me see if I can share. Let me see if I escape this and go down. Okay, let me just close this stuff because everyone's telling me I lost sound. Okay. So if you go to my Facebook page, okay, if your question is not answered on tonight's webinar, please post it in the comments below. Now, what I'd like you to do is make sure you read other people's comments first to be sure that your question wasn't answered, and then I am going to answer them on tomorrow's live Q&A webinar. All right? So I am going to see if this, I'm going to open up the questions now for a few minutes. Okay. Day 1 starts tomorrow. Yeah, day 1 starts tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 25th. So you'll have the 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. But I'm giving people who might watch this on the replay 2 extra days. So if you tell people, hey, there's this contest going on. If you want to be on it, make sure you watch the webinar. Hopefully they will post it in time. If not, then maybe you could just tell them what the 5-day challenge is. Or what I could even do is post the slide on my page as well so that you can tag people on that slide so they can see what it is. Okay, yes, there is a replay of this webinar. Absolutely. And for those of you who want me to repeat the things from the challenge, please just rewatch this, or as I said, I am going to post a picture of the slide on my Facebook page. So let's see. How do you do Facebook Live parties? Were you the speaker? Yes, I was. So how you do Facebook Live parties? I do it from my phone. There may be a way to do it from your computer. I have not tried it yet, but I think I see a live button. But what you do is you go on Facebook and it says, what's on your mind? And you hit the button live. And then you add a description and you say, aloha, I'm having a Hawaiian travel party. And then you hit start live and then you do your presentation all about Hawaii. But remember, it's all about travel. It's not about becoming a travel agent. It's not about any other businesses. It's a Facebook Live party all about Hawaii. And then, you start the live video, you talk. You shouldn't do much more than a 15-minute presentation. Mine went a little long yesterday. And then that's because I had people there live. Sometimes when you have people there live, it goes a little longer because, and that's okay. But, you can just go live without having people there, and this way you can answer questions as you go. So let me close that. All right. Can you post your business card if it has your website on it? You can. You can post your business card if it has your website on it. Now, if it is your InteleTravel website, if it's your InteleTravel business card, then that's absolutely no problem at all. If it's another business card that has a different website on it, like Melanie's Travel, well, then make sure that you have put that through marketing review to make sure that it's compliant, and then will be, and once you know it's compliant, then you can post your website. All right, on your business card. Some of you are asking if this is just Facebook and Instagram or just Instagram. Well, what I'm going to say is I prefer it to be on Instagram because I want you all learning Instagram, and I want you using pictures that will start getting you off to a good Instagram start. But I know not everyone is on Instagram, and therefore, if you tag me in Facebook, I'll be able to see you. But it's not both. You don't have to do both. You can do both. You can do both because you want to get the exposure on both. But you don't have to tag me on both Facebook and Instagram, just Instagram. What time is my Q&A tomorrow? It's at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I know you said to comment on 20 people's pages, then post. I tried to schedule post on my business page. Does this still apply? Well, again, if you know that you are, so on a business page, I don't know that algorithm will work because unless you are posting as your business page, it's not, people on your personal page wouldn't see something that's being posted on your business page. But what you can do is you can post as your business on other people's business pages. You can comment on their things. Like I'm in a group that that helps. We all comment on each other's things to help get more visibility, and you can create a group like that for yourself with people who are in different industries than you, and you can post on theirs, and then you can ask them to post on yours, and then people who are actually following your business page will see it then. Okay. 1 challenge per day. That's right. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. And that is because the beauty of social media is that if you are consistent, as I said in the beginning, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Consistency is key. If you post for 5 days on Instagram and then never show up again and then start posting again 3 months later, they're going to think, okay, so sometimes she does travel and sometimes she's not. So I'd rather do somebody who's like posting about travel every day. So, I mean, it's time to get serious about social media. And that's why I say, if you're just starting out with social media, pick one, rewatch the webinar. Can we see your video live on your page to see an example? Well, it wasn't a travel party, and because of the rules of compliance on my company's policies, I can't, once I've done it live, I can't share it publicly. So I actually have a page on Facebook. It's something like, let me see if I can find it. That's my Facebook. Something like Jessica Sittermer's virtual parties. Let me see. Jessica Sittermer's and there's Facebook Live events. All right. So I post Facebook Live events in there. So you can try if you want to go in there. It's brand new. I am about to post my second thing, but it's a completely different business. But if it's something you just kind of want to learn how I do things, you can model what I'm doing in there, something like that. So, we're trying very hard not to mix businesses here, but I still want you to be able to learn from me. And that's why I keep my site public, because even though sometimes I work other businesses, I want you to learn and use it as an example. In fact, I've had agents say, hey, this is a great post, even though it's for a different business. Can I use it and just change it in the words to travel and stuff? And I say, absolutely. All right. So let's see. Can we change our InteleTravel name from our first and last name to our business? Yes. Let's go. I'm going to go quickly so I can show you some quickly. Since it does have to do with social media, I'm going to show you a few quick things. Okay. Let's ignore that. All right. So I have my blog here. Let me show you what I did with the InteleTravel blog. 6 ways to avoid getting sick from your flight. All right, so we click on it. This is exactly what InteleTravel wrote. Here's a picture of me in Winston, not the picture that you saw before. Now, I want to look under blogs because I want to show you something else that I do with my blogs. So let's go back to blogs so I can find it for you. Did I do it on how Stella got her groove back? Let me see. Yes, I did. Okay, so how Stella got her groove back. The truth about feeling judged. So I am a business coach, personal development. So I am giving a personal development, and I work with the entertainment industry as well. So I like to tie in movies. All right, but then I tie in a whole story, about business stuff that you can learn from and read from. But then look, I wrote travel tip. Always use a travel agent when booking a vacation package. All right, enjoy beautiful evenings with beautiful views at Grand Bahia, I can't pronounce it, in Jamaica. But I'm telling them to use a travel agent. So if you were doing something like this, you would say, ask me how to book this. So Stella got her groove back in Jamaica, and there she went. But let's go to my home page so I can show you how so I have business number 1, business number 2, business number 3, business number 4, travel booking, okay? So I'm going to click on that. Now look what we have here, greenlighttravel.inteletravel.com. Now, I'm the Green Light Coach. That's how I'm known. That's my brand. I wrote a book, From Burnout to Bliss. So, this says Green Light Travel, independent travel agent, but I said enhance your business and life with travel because, burnout to bliss. I want to help enhance your life. So, what you do is instead of my first name, I wrote Green Light. Instead of my last name, I wrote travel. All right, let's go back to that Facebook so that we're not mixing, I don't like to mix brands when I'm training, but I'm trying to stay compliant here, but this is really for you to learn from my example, okay? So let's go back here so that we're not seeing other people's stuff. All right, what time is it? Oh my gosh, we're going so long. Okay. Should we have ink in your name? Well, it depends. You have to be truthful in advertising. I am an ink. I have a business. I'm an S Corp. So I do have an ink, and I want people to know that because, this way they know that I am a serious business person. All right, Facebook group or page, which is better? So groups are different than pages, and that is something that I am going to go into when we are at ITQ. So I'm going to tell you for now to Google some information, but that's a little teaser for ITQ. And then after ITQ, for those of you who can't attend, we'll do another one of these Facebook, we'll do another Facebook, not Facebook, we'll do another social media so that you can do that. Can you mention 3, please? You skipped it. I skipped 3? All right, hold on. Now let me see what I did. I'm trying not to share some weird stuff on my screen. Slideshow. And I want to do it. Where's slideshow go? All right, from current slide. Okay, so let's go back there. All right, here it is for those of you who are looking. All right, pick. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I did skip one. Pick day number 3 is a pick that shares a bucket list. It can be a giveaway. So remember, go back to where I showed that Greece is on my bucket list. What's on yours? And ask people to share that. It can be a giveaway. If you have something to give away, you can absolutely do that. All right, so I will keep that image up there for all of you. If you want to take a screenshot of that to share with people who might have not been on this webinar, just in case it doesn't reappear in the back office in the next 2 days for those who want to do the challenge. All right, let's see. Can I use travel market report blogs for a post on Facebook? Okay, so here's the rule of thumb. When you're using other people's content, you want to share it directly from their site and then put your own comments about it, but share it from their site. This way you're not plagiarizing, you are simply sharing. All right. Can we see your video live on your page? Now you can see other videos live on my page, like fun videos and kind of silly videos. You know, I even did an intro video that had to do with a 10-day challenge that you can see on my page. That is public because I don't mention my company's name. You know, that's my company's compliance. We're not allowed to mention the name if we're going to share it publicly. So that was more of like a personal development post, but then I told them to join me for my Facebook Live. And again, a lot of you are now asking what WIFC stands for. What's in it for your customer or your client? So a picture that represents what's in it for them. So maybe you show a picture of somebody whose eyes are bugging out staring at a computer. You know, and you can say, do you spend hours and hours staring at the computer looking for the best price on travel? I have news for you. You might wind up on Chilligan's Island, just like Gina and Martin, because not everything you see on the internet is what it looks like. What they say is luxury might not be your idea of luxury. Work with a travel agent. It's free, and you have a concierge in travel that's there to help you. All right. How do you post to all social media accounts with one post? So, all right. Let me quickly, is this going to let me go there? Yeah. Ooh, cool. Okay. So let's go to Hootsuite. This is one, Hootsuite.com. It was free. I'm not 100% sure that it's still free, or it might be limited to how many you can post to, but here's another one. This is specifically for Instagram. I know I'm going quickly, but it doesn't matter because it's being recorded. So this is Planoly. So if you look at Planoly, it's telling me how many likes I've gotten, how many comments I've gotten. It shows you how many I've done, but I can preset my Instagram posts here. Okay, so, all right, let's put this back down. Let's put this down. All right, what time is it? Oh, 7:30. I don't think I should go much longer. All right, do you suggest having business cards with our personal agency name on it and in addition to InteleTravel card? that is completely personal preference. If you are branding your personal agency, then absolutely get personal agency cards, but make sure you submit it for your not compliance, your marketing review. Okay. We have two very, very successful agents who have a very niche audience, which they make a lot of money on. They might be watching this right now. They handed out some postcards in California that had 50 shades of cruising. Now, if you look at that postcard, if they had submitted it because it was a little bootylicious, I don't think that our marketing review would have approved it because it's not in alignment with InteleTravel's branding, and you represent all InteleTravel agents, and there were a lot of gasps happening in that room that day. However, if they had just done like a masquerade mask, then they still would have gotten the point, and it would have been a little more upscale and classy, which are, you know, in line with InteleTravel brand. Okay, so you know, I think it's great that they found that niche and it's making them rich. I just, you know, would suggest that any marketing materials you do to promote anything need to be approved by InteleTravel. If you did not get it directly from InteleTravel and edit it, or directly from a supplier and edit it. Okay, I think it's time to call it a night, y'all, because we have been on for a long time and we've gotten a lot of great content. I hope you're all thrilled with it and look forward to seeing you on the challenge tomorrow. And that's it. You know, what I might even do after the challenge is take some pictures of ones that are really fantastic and some that I can do some teaching on to make them even better in the future, that I can do not tomorrow's Q&A, but in the next Q&A that we do. And for those of you who are watching this 6 months from now, just want you to know that today's date is January 24th, 2019, and this contest applies to what's happening until January 31st of 2019. But you are more than welcome to do an InteleTravel 5-day challenge, an InteleTravel Agent 5-day challenge. Make sure that you get that hashtag right so that I can find you. That hashtag InteleTravel Agent 5-day challenge. All right. And again, you can put it into your comments if you don't want to put it in your actual post. So yeah, so if you're watching this in the future, you can certainly do this to build your following on Instagram or Facebook, but there's no prize involved in the future as of right now. All right, so thank you everyone and good night. I had a great time with all of you, and oh, you're all thanking me. You're fantastic. Okay, wait, let them know. What do they want? Somebody wants me to let them know something. Hold on. Let them know there's no space in hashtags. Yes, I believe it really does look like there are spaces in the 5-day challenge. But when we're doing it for this 5-day challenge, no spaces. However, I will check for hashtag InteleTravel Agent just in case some people missed out. But that's why I really definitely want you to tag me so I see that you're doing it. All right, everyone. Good night. Good social media, good imaging, good brands, because the more you learn, the more you earn. Thank you from InteleTravel for spending your time with us, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye, everyone.